I literally just got a text from my new support man, Alex Maddox. He's in the middle of a storm and he can't get on. But I do have a couple other things I'd like to say tonight. One is we are customer support. The man I hired is wonderful. I just put him through a 2-week training. He's this close to being able to do almost everything I can do. And he's going to be great tonight, the rest of our Vima life, I hope. I did want to say, because we are support, this Zoom call tonight is not for the support questions. If you have questions after the call, please get a hold of us instead of asking on the show tonight, okay? I call it the show. It's a great show. A couple other quick things. Okay, as most of you know, our Thursday Zoom calls are trainings and update calls. Okay, we do a little training tonight. We give you some updates. We also have our Canadian group that does a wonderful show for new recruits. If you want to bring on a new recruit at 9 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday, except Thursdays, that's a great place to bring the new recruits, and that's the same Zoom channel, same bat time. Okay, so just use that.
Derek, sorry to disturb you. Our time is 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Oh, he changed 8 p.m. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Leroy. That was Leroy, the leader of the Canadian group, and they do a marvelous show. I've had a couple of people tell me how well they do for the new recruits. So please pop in at 8 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, okay, so here's the big one. I had another person today tell me that I'm the face of the company, and I get a big head, and it drives me nuts. So okay, Mike. I'm not the face of the company, you guys. I'm just I'm just an employee. I get paid an hourly wage, and I'm here to help all of you. Okay. I do want to share a couple faces of the company with you, though. However, a couple faces you might not have seen yet. I was able to pull these out of the archives because, well, as you know, we have one man who spends so much time that if he wasn't here with us, we would not have Vima. This guy spends so much time. This guy has 3 computers in his office. I see his floppy disk on his floors. This man I want to introduce to you tonight, so you have a face for him. His name is Tommy. This is Tommy. He works really hard behind the scenes. Okay. He's got he has his 3 computers here, his floppy disk. He's a happy man. Look at him. Wow. Tommy is amazing. Okay. I want you all to meet Tommy. I tell you what, Tommy works so hard, I'm afraid to contact him just because I don't want to interrupt what he's doing.
I'm on video right now.
Oh no! Oh no! Is that you? Is that you?
There he is! Oh my gosh! The first.
Open it up.
It's like
I want to see you again. Speak for us, Tommy. Speak for us.
Is this the Derek Comedy Hour tonight?
I know.
Yes.
It is.
Wow, Tommy.
There's
You're
Tommy.
so
There he
handsome.
is. Good deal.
Thank you.
Woo! This is the first time I've ever met Tommy.
It's I'll tell you right now, like
Wow.
normally I'm wearing collared shirts, but tonight is a little late.
Oh man, this is a great honor. See what this does for us. We are just you and me. Look at Tommy and I. We're just wearing t-shirts. My shirt is 15 years old. It's my daughter's basketball shirt. We're all here together as one. We're all working together. And remember, you guys, we take 80% of what we do today. We're going to pay out tomorrow to everyone with web clicks. Okay. The more web clicks you have, the more we're all going to earn. All right. So let's get people in the shopping mall. Let's go shopping. We're going to fill up that marketplace to go shopping. Those are outside revenue income streams. Okay. The more we get, the more we all earn in web clicks. I have one more face I need to share with you today. This man worked so hard that last week we decided to call him the 1 minute man. You know why we call him the 1 minute man is because he never has time for me. He says, Derek, I just got 1 minute. And I said, okay. Well, I got a hold of his wife today and she sent a wonderful picture of him. He doesn't know it yet, but I need to show this to you. This, folks, is David Mead. Okay.
Oh boy. In the shower, thanks.
He works so hard, he's always working in the shower. Okay.
Derek, I don't think it's very cool that you put his
Oh
wife
boy.
and 1 minute and all in the same sentence.
Oh,
No.
hey, Max, brother.
Listen, you guys, if we can't have fun with this, why are we in this business? Okay. I mean,
Exactly.
really, I'm working 50, 60 hours a week. My wife's wondering why I work so hard. And I know a lot of us we might be alienating our spouses a little bit. They might not see the dream that we see. And, but this is going to happen and I'm seeing it happen. So let's make it happen. Okay. I'm sorry Alex wasn't able to show up tonight. I hear we have a security person on tonight. So as far as support goes with security, I just want to mention a couple quick things. I'm getting a lot of people emailing me, calling me, asking me if I can change the email or password of other members. I can't do that, folks. If a member wants their email or password changed, they need to call me or they need to email me. Okay. We have to go that route for security purposes. I just had someone today tell me to change the position of another person. This person was not their sponsor, and it wasn't that person, you know. And so they need to contact us, whoever wants to be moved or deleted from the system for some reason. Okay. So with that, I think I shared it all. This is no longer Tommy. We've all just seen Tommy, but this is still David Mead. Still David Mead. Okay. All right. Take
Hey, Max, buddy.
We're all in need of need.
That's right. That's right.
Need of need.
All right. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, thank you. Jeez, Derek.
That's
That information was nothing but golden. I loved it all. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Okay, yes, we will continue on. Our first speaker has a lot of phenomenal information always. Seriously, every time he talks, you're going to learn something from this guy, whether it's for your own personal life, but in this case, especially having to do with VEMA. He knows what he's talking about. He's one of our prolific trainers. You will find him in the Knowledge Vault because he does have a ton of knowledge. So at this point, I'll turn this all over to Dr. Jim, the Dr. Jim. Go ahead, Jim.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks, Derek. Great job as always. And we do have a great family and a great team. And the gentleman that I'm going to introduce to tonight, the first one is going to be Jason Rogers. And Jason is a very close friend of ours. And we have been very proud of introducing him to Andy. And he has done a wonderful job so far of looking at the security and making sure that the websites that might be placed up on the web viewer are not going to have Trojans or nefarious viruses and things that is so vital to all of us. And Jason's got a very interesting background. He was an Oklahoma highway patrolman. He knows how to put handcuffs on people. He was also a local police officer. He is currently working as an engineer on the railroad with BSFN. And the other thing that he has been very accomplished with, and I'll let him share with you, he's a black belt in IT security, level 3, and he knows his stuff, and he's been able to help us and protect us. And he's got some new information, and after he chats for a few minutes, we'll open it up for 1 or 2 questions. And then at the end of the session this evening, if anybody has any other questions, feel free to ask him, or Mark Dubner is going to be on after him. And we'll open it up after Mark for 1 or 2 questions. And then again, I think Andy's probably going to come on and share some thoughts. And then we'll have time for the questions afterwards. And we will be setting up some emails for Jason and for Mark so that you all can contact each of them anytime that you need to and want to. And we're all here to help and support you. With that said, Jason, appreciate you being on this evening, and please fill in the gaps that I may have missed. But here's Jason Rogers.
All right, well, thank you. Started off network security for ConocoPhillips after getting my degree in computer programming. So that's where I learned all the ins and outs of it. Was their network admin for several years, and pursued a career in law enforcement after that, actually going after cyber criminals. So my background went into then retracing criminals over the internet, tracking them down and meeting them face to face, which was the reward. So on VEMA now, what we've done is we've implemented new software to scan for people that are doing nefarious things on our website. And so far we found 2 recently that were trying to place Trojans to steal information. And then the following day, we've had 2 more. So to help us find it a little quicker, we've implemented some IBM software that's pretty much cutting edge on tracking IPs and keeping track of people that do bad things. So now when they get on, it makes things considerably quicker. Not only instead of finding them within a couple of minutes, we find them within seconds, if not even faster as soon as they log on. And now we'll be able to actually trace them back to where they're coming from. So now it won't be just stopping them, it will be stopping them and then pursuing them. And the way that usually goes is once you make a reputation of someone that not only just stops the traffic, but actually does something about it afterwards, it usually spreads in the community pretty quick, especially in small groups that target people. So right now, our biggest thing is to secure VEMA itself, and then the websites that you look at and view it yourself, going through the sweepstakes, that all those that you look at are safe and aren't going to infect your computer. So just by coming to the website itself, we can notify you if there's an issue. If for some reason you have a virus or something that comes from your location, we'll let you know email how to hopefully fix it for you. That's the gist of what we have now. The new software we have is by IBM, so it's top notch right now.
Thank you, Jason.
Absolutely.
Man, that's really cool.
Yeah, it makes everybody more secure just browsing the website too. One of the viruses we found actually came in as a piggyback off somebody that didn't even know that they had it. So we have a couple other ideas we're going to roll out later that'll help more also.
Wow.
So
Man.
just to let everyone know, this is Tommy here. And, you know, any of these Trojan viruses, we are going to do our best to protect everyone that's a part of this. I want to call it a family, you know, get everyone completely secure and just keep making money.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got one thing to say. Something just happened today. I'm glad you're on this topic. I was in the shopping mall and I had to purchase a ticket. I went to cheapo.com, and when I clicked there, it took me to a Chinese website. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? So what I did, I got out of the Chrome browser and I went to Waterfox, and I was able to get on cheapo, easy. But every time I go back to my Vima and try to do it there, I would see cheapo come up, but quickly in 2 seconds, this other website in Chinese came on. So I don't know. I meant to send that to you today, Derek, to check that out. If it's just probably my computer that got a Trojan, or is it with the My Vima Mall? So this is a good topic for tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that came out of the shopping mall, not the shopping, not the
No,
shopping viewer.
the mall itself, where it says travel, you know, when you go to travel and you see all the different ones to pick. So I was picking cheapo.
So just remember, folks, that in the shopping mall, they have their own division there. They have their own crew, just like we have Tommy and Dave and Andy and Jim and Mike. They have their people
And Jason.
they have their own help
Yes.
section. And so contact their help section and for something like that. And their help is like my support and on that side of the country there.
Hey, Marlon, any type of issues like that, though, we need to be aware of just to make sure that, you know, we can spread the word.
Yes,
looking
I'm
at it
sorry
right
I
now.
didn't get back earlier with you guys. I got busy, but it was I knew the meeting was coming on tonight, so that's why I mentioned it. But yes, I will, Tommy, right away.
Cheapo, you said
Can-
it was?
Jason,
Yes.
can you address that? What happened there?
I'm looking at it right now. If it's a redirect from our website or if it's coming off of his computer as a pop-up. But he said it was on Cheapo was the link.
Correct, Jason. Correct, cheapo. Because you got one with cheap, and then you got the cheapo one, cheapo air. Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Appreciate it.
It's not doing it on mine right now, so I'm going to assume that it's a redirect on your computer.
Yes.
Do
Okay.
you have an
that's good.
antivirus? That would be my question.
No. I downloaded one today. Can you recommend a good one that I could use?
Bitdefender is going to be your best bet. As far
Defenders?
as price, Bitdefender is the name of the
Okay.
name of the antivirus, and it performs better than any other, and it's reasonably priced also. Usually about $40.
Thank you.
Jason, just real quick, maybe this should be a side note, but how are your feelings about Avast?
It's good. The only issue is it's a reactive software, so it scans and compares previous readings. So once you have an issue, it's not an active. The only two that I know that are pretty much top notch that are live streaming are Bitdefender and Panda. And Panda is really good. The only issue with it is it's very demanding on your computer. It uses a lot of resources. Yeah, no problem, man.
Yes, I got Bitdefender on my computer, and I just had to purchase my I had it free for 30 days, and I had to purchase my subscription, and it was like $36 for the whole year, and it works fantastic.
It's great software, and it doesn't bog down your computer.
Yeah, I got it on my iPhone too.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you purchase the
That's
one, you
called
get
FIT, Fit Defender, FIT.
it's BIT. It's bit like a computer bit.
Thank you.
And then also, if you're in a group, if one person purchases it, you get 5 copies.
Jeez, that's wonderful.
Dave, Andy,
Jason,
this
Yes.
might be something we can talk to the.
you might want to tell about the person that you turned over to the authorities. Just kind of skim on that just a minute.
I will. So last night, or the previous night, we had someone attempt to put on a low-grade Trojan, and they didn't quite have the knowledge on how to use it. So they didn't have any kind of VPN or any kind of protection to keep their identity secret. So we were able to track them back with me and an admin, ISP admin, and I think they're actually going to prosecute now. So, and they were able to trace them back to a Texas address. I haven't had any updates on it yet, but I have all the information that for us to turn over to prosecute. And it's rare to have someone stateside that doesn't do a good job of concealing their identity. So that's one person's probably not having a good night tonight.
Good. In the word good, I'm glad.
Yes, exactly. And what's nice is we have a lot of help in this field, because any kind of internet provider that has someone that's placing things like that on the network, it drags down their nodes, their resources. So anytime that you submit a ticket with evidence and information on that, they're so quick to react. Two of them, even Microsoft helps real readily. If I send an email off to them, they'll use a lot of support tools that I don't have access to even, and can help us really quickly. I get response usually within 5 or 10 minutes of submitting a ticket for something.
Wow.
And they'll eliminate them from there.
Yeah, yes. The internet provider that they use, as soon as you submit evidence of putting any kind of Trojan or malicious malware or anything on their site viciously, if they can't support evidence that they're doing it for an educational purpose, so if they're not a .org or .com or .gov, their ISP pulls them immediately. So their modem just shows that they don't have internet. So in the morning they can call and state their case, but overnight they no longer have internet.
And we just want the people to know that we will prosecute the ones that try to put Trojans or any kind of virus like that on our website.
Right, and the good thing for us is it's no burden to us as FEMA to do it. The state prosecutes everything, and the internet providers will put the bill for chasing them down and any kind of prosecution that's involved. That's not even a thing. We just submit evidence and a claim, and then they take care of the rest.
Good.
So it really doesn't even bog us down or cost us any resources. It actually saves us.
Okay, great.
And if they're found guilty, any damages that we can occur in there or show that we did, they have to give us reciprocity on it.
And it protects our people.
Great to hear. This is
Yes,
really great to hear.
it protects our people also.
Oh,
Well, that's what we're working towards, and Jason's done a tremendous job for us. And this software package that we have now, understand that Walmart and all the big companies like that, they have it, and so we feel like that we are pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, the IBM software that we have now is state of the art. I mean, regardless of company size, this is pinnacle for software. I mean, when this software was designed, it was designed to replace me. So it finds the problem and does its very best in about 98% of the situations to remedy it. And very rarely do I have to go in and tell it what it did was incorrect and change. And so far, just running it for the last 3.5 hours, it's discovered about 4 errors and fixed them. And they were all minor, but it saves me from going in and click, block ISP or do this, do that. It has it built in.
that's
Okay.
wonderful.
All right, folks. Well, we better move on. It's getting kind of late, and we appreciate Jason coming on.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jason.
Jason.
Jason, I got
Appreciate
two
it.
words for you, and I'm sure everybody would agree with me. Thank you.
You're
Okay,
very welcome.
wow, that's wonderful, wonderful news. We're all aware of cyber crimes and viruses and stuff, and I'm sure everybody here's probably dealt with something like that at one time or another. It just ruins life. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, our next speaker deals primarily or solely with compliance, which is something that we all need to be aware of, that we all are responsible for. And our next speaker is going to hit up on a little bit more of what that truly means. Mark, take it away. Mark, are you here?
Mute. Okay, now is that good?
Yes, yay. Hi, Mark.
Hey.
Glad you're here.
Hello.
Looks like
So
you had snow back there, Mark.
Yeah, that's the picture outside my back door.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very nice to look at, and it's been great for me that I've never lost power or water or any of those things that have happened to a lot of other folks in Texas. Even two of my employees who are within 5 minutes of me have lost their power, or their water, and it's just been a mess. But it's nice to look at. You don't have to go out in it. So I want to talk tonight about compliance. It's my favorite topic because it is so important to the company. Compliance is going to be one of the bedrock posts, if you will, that the company will be built on, to be sure that we don't have any regulatory inquiries about the company. In my 30 years of practice, I've helped a lot of companies raise money, and we do that through private placement memoranda. And it's so interesting that we have every eventuality that we can think of where the investment capital will probably not be returned to the investor, where the company will fail, where the company won't be able to make enough money to return the investment, where there won't be any dividends, where there's no opportunity for the person to be able to recoup what they have put in. And that's hard-earned money. And I've had lots of folks who will put in $100,000 in a startup business, and they do that in spite of what everything is written, which we have to really understand, that we can explain the negatives, we can explain the risks, we can explain all the potential downside. And yet, if people believe in us, if they believe in you, the person that's introducing them to the company to become an associate, they're still they are still going to do, still going to become part of the company. So I don't want anybody to be concerned about following compliance rules, because the compliance really helps all of us, especially it protects the company. And we have a fiduciary duty. Each one of us has a fiduciary duty to the company to be sure that it's going to be successful. We have wonderful guiding principles, one of which that I always express to people is that commercial speech is highly regulated speech. You cannot claim that you have a First Amendment free speech right when it comes to commercial speech. Some of you know about what I've said before. I was partnering in a business that an MBA started, and he was a professor at a college and a smart guy, but he never could understand that commercial speech is highly regulated speech. He kept offering guarantees for outcomes of the participation in the company, for being a representative and that kind of thing. And I had to leave that organization because he wouldn't change. In this situation where I'm one of the compliance attorneys for the company, it's going to be different. Folks that are associates who don't follow the rules and the guidelines of the company, they will be the ones who will leave. They're not going to remain with the company, and I'm very serious about monitoring and being on top of that. As Jim mentioned earlier, I'm going to have an email so that people can get in touch with me if they have any questions about what they can and cannot say. So I'm going to talk about next that BEMA has an excellent code of ethics. It's amazing, and I want everybody to be sure that they read these code of ethics. You'll find them on your back office at the bottom of the page. You can click on Statement of Policies and Procedures. The code of ethics is the first document, and it's simply essential reading for all associates. I love the way it began. I love the whole way it's drafted, every expression of it. But I really like the way it begins, which is that under 1.1, VEMA is a values-based company, a values-based company. Every VEMA associate is expected to practice ethical behavior. You know, we all intend to be ethical, but we have to actually be ethical when we're expressing to consumers the potential for the opportunity. We don't want regulators to deem our expressions to be non-compliant with either the code of ethics or the law. And it's really pretty simple to do whenever you're explaining the business opportunity, which is be completely truthful, give a full expression, don't leave anything out that would cause the listener to be misled about the opportunity or, you know, what they can expect. And I know that for everybody who's ever built a downline or invited other people in or attempted to be that magnetic individual to bring people to them, I know that this is really difficult because nobody gets what we're saying the first time out. You know, the first time they hear this, if they're not familiar with the opportunity, they're not going to get it. They're not going to understand it. They're going to hear something different than what we say. But if we practice and practice and practice a uniform way of expressing what the opportunity is, then we will at least have that we can fall back on and say, I always say X. You know, they may have heard Y, but I say X. I'll run through a little bit of this. I won't do the whole presentation now, but I want to point out that we do have a web policy. So if you're using a website to assist in the building of your own business, you need to have VEMA approval. That is a requirement. You cannot put up your own website and assume that you have a compliant website. You need to submit that to us beforehand. I'm going to go a little bit ahead and get to disciplinary sanctions is under 9.1 of how to build the business, and it allows for a warning to an individual. It will require the associate to take immediate corrective action. It can impose a fine. It can require loss of rights to bonus and commission checks. It can involve suspension of the individual's agreement for one or more pay periods and involuntary termination. So the thing that attracted me to this company as an attorney was that it has these strong ethics. It has this, everything is prepared, written out. All you have to do is look at it, read it, ask me questions if you don't understand it. And it has protections in there for all of us associates. It has a non-disparagement clause. It has a reporting policy violations clause, so that if we see other people who are disparaging anybody or the company, to provide us with information about that. And that's the way I want to finish up, is to tell everyone that they can help me a whole lot if they see anything that would concern them as being a non-compliant representation of an associate for the company. So let me know if you find any of those things, and I'm always here to answer your questions. So I will wrap it up and ask for questions now.
Thank you, Mark.
Mark, I got a
you, Mark.
question I'll start the questions. Does
Okay.
anyone else have a question for Mark?
Thank you, Mark.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Hey, Mark, about a month or two ago, we had a little list of some things we can and cannot say when we introduced the program to other members or potential members. Can you throw out a couple of them words that we should not be talking about?
Yes, the most egregious are those you'll see websites that say you can fire your boss, you can work from home. In 4 months, you can quit your job. You know, all those things are guarantees that guarantee that a regulatory agency is going to look at what you're saying and why you're saying that. Because even a truthful showing of your earnings in your back office will be deemed by regulatory authorities to be misleading unless you go through a whole disclaimer that we're working on putting together. We've got a nice one up now. I'm going to ramp that up and put it a little bit more on steroids. But it's just, you know, we can't even use our own earnings. Truthful, honest, complete representation of our own earnings, because even somebody who comes along and tries to do the same thing exactly as we explain it and say, here's the cookie cutter model, you do these things and you should be where I am today. And we can't say that because other people won't have the same charisma or talent or whatever it takes. Like you were saying, Mike, to work 50, 60 hours a week. A lot of people aren't going to do that. Most people are not going to do that.
Right. And on that subject, I get a lot of people. I mean, they'll call me and go, hey, I only made this much today, or wow, this is more than I thought. And they ask why. And I just have to remind them, everything that happens today reflects to how we pay out tomorrow. And we can't predict the future. We can't predict what we're going to do tomorrow, you know? So that's about where we stand, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, Mark, when you were talking about approval for your business, we have to submit. Could you clarify that a little bit for me?
Well, if it's a website that you want to put up, then we want to take a look at that, you know, before you publish it to online. So if you have an idea for a website to promote your business in VMA as an associate, then just let us take a look at it first to make sure, because our agreement with all associates is that we have a right of written approval before you use a website that describes what the company is and what, you know, what the opportunity is.
Mark, aren't you saying that if they develop a website on their own and do not use a replicated website, that's what you're talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they develop one on their own.
Yeah, I think most people are going to use the replicated website.
Okay, good.
And that's the key.
That's the key. If you don't do that, then we need to see it so that we can understand why you're using something that's not replicated.
Okay. Okay, we're going to have to cut the questioning short because we're running overtime and we still got more on the program. Mark, we certainly appreciate you coming on and sharing that knowledge with us. And we appreciate you being the compliance officer for us. And with everything that we got set up with you and Kevin, we don't have anything to worry about because we're going to police it. And we're not going to have any regulatory problems. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And this is good stuff tonight. It really is. Okay. Our next speaker. Oh my goodness. What a picture. Derek showed us a picture of this man. And it's just, the likeness was just absolutely incredible. Okay. So anyway. It does give me great pleasure to introduce the Minuteman himself, Mr. Heavy under Mr. Dave Me.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Now, both of you. Hey, I just want to say we'll keep this really short, guys. I just want to say that I want to thank Dr. Jim for his bringing on Jason and Mark, two incredible individuals that really strengthen the company for long-term and longevity, which in turn strengthens our careers and our income at the same time. So we really greatly appreciate and what knowledge they shared. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mark and Roger. But anyway, I tell you, I've got some notes here. I'm going to read this real quickly because we are running way late. But back several months ago when we were marketing and doing the PEB memberships, we announced a contest. And tonight we're going to announce the winners. It was for the top 3 people that sold the most and or purchased the most PEB memberships. We will announce these winners right now. It's the President's Executive Board or PEB. And winners are, first place winner is Carol Salisbury. Welcome, Carol.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Carol did an incredible job and kind of left everybody in the dust. But she did fantastic. And so for her, here's what she wins. She wins a PEB membership. Okay, another membership. Congratulations, Carol. Along with a beautiful Vima hooded sweatshirt, a Vima long sleeve T-shirt, and a Vima short sleeve T-shirt. Congratulations, Carol. Awesome job, as always. Okay, second place, guys. Second place winner is our very own, I'm not going to say anything. I'll pay him back later for that 1 minute thing. But our very own super support rep, Derek White. Derek, congratulations, buddy.
Hey, congratulations, man.
He worked hard just like Carol. And so Derek, you receive a PEB membership along with a Vima hooded sweatshirt and a T-shirt. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Now for our third place winner. Our third place winner is our very own Canadian King, Mr. Leroy Hoon.
Yes.
Leroy, congratulations, buddy. You did a fantastic job.
Yay, Leroy. Yay.
Yeah, Leroy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You deserve, buddy. Very welcome. And Leroy sees another PEB membership along with a beautiful Vima hooded sweatshirt that's going to help keep you warm, buddy, in that Canadian weather, brother. So congratulations, man. Now, I'm going to run through. Yeah, that was awesome.
Would get a short sleeve.
What's that? So our updates now. Okay, we have now in the Academy, guys, the complete AI getting started videos. There are 12 short videos. You asked for it. We got it. Cheryl Coco came through. She did in small segments, I think 3 to 5 minutes. So you can just go through one to the next and understand it. So 12 short videos that will help you get started marketing Vima. And I encourage everyone, guys, to get your free AI system, and it's going to help you in all your recruiting efforts. It's already completely customized with the Vima brand. And again, it's a major income stream that we all share in. So now the first 2 months are completely on us. We offer 40 web clicks each month to offset the $39.95 in investment that starts in that third month. So with the 40 web clicks, in essence, it's free. You can't beat it. It's a fantastic income stream for us, and it's just a great system. So guys, you start in your spare time, spend 3 to 5 minutes and just knock out these videos and understand what you have, and then you can put your marketing on autopilot with it. So it's a great product. Now we have a brand new marketing video, guys, that our own Barry Eschenberg did, and he does fantastic videos, guys. He makes them so clear. He's got that great voice, and he knocks them out in 3 to 5 to 9 minutes or whatever. But he has a video to help recruit local advertisers. So if you want to go to any local business owner, you can show them this 3-minute video, and it's designed just like our affiliate marketing video to capture the interest and hear more. So it's designed to get their attention. You get someone to watch these videos, guys, you got them. They want more information. So to access these awesome videos on the directory, click on the Academy link, then click on the Enter Vault image. And on the categories drop down, you'll see multiple training links on that page. Here you will see and look for advertiser training. That's the video, the advertiser video, and the AI system training. So you'll see, I think 12 with the AI system, and there's other trainings in there too. You know, guys, we have everything. We said we're going to have these trainings for you guys. We don't want anyone to be left behind. We're going to walk everybody through. If you're brand new, you're not, you don't look at yourself as a business person. Well, you're going to end up being one. I won't say whether you like it or not, but if you want to recruit, you want to get involved, guys, we've got your back. We're going to help you. Any questions, we help you. Communication is key. So I'm working also on finalizing several outside income streams. So within 2 weeks, you should see in our marketplace a link to business tools. We will have some awesome looking Vima business cards and recruiting drop cards. So, and we'll talk about, you know, how to use these cards. I think it's a great way to using the cards with either the tax recruiting booklets that we have and we talked about last week, and the t-shirts and the apparel. You wear that, somebody asks you a question, you have your business card or a drop card. So guys, we'll be also adding brochures, flyers, and things like that later. So that's about it for me. Andy, anything to add, buddy?
The only thing I've got is that Tommy has done a tremendous job working with the credit card processor, and he's jumped through quite a few hoops of things that they wanted him to do, and he got everything settled today. He got certification also on security.
Awesome.
And they are reviewing everything, and 2 business days, we'll know if they're going to continue. So that's looking real good.
Awesome. And Andy, one thing I forgot to say, I also wanted to thank not only Tommy, but James, his brother James. James Knight, he did an incredible job in getting these videos in the back office, and just a lot of work. And we've got such great people working for us, man. These guys are just totally 100% dedicated, focused on making Vima the household name and the largest company on the planet. That's what our goal is, and let's make it happen, guys. I'm done.
Absolutely.
Okay, sounds great.
Wonderful. Man, what a meeting. What a meeting. Thank you to everyone. Okay. Just, you know what? Enjoy life. Enjoy making money every single day, and let everybody and their brother know about it. That's the key. We owe it to people. It doesn't cost them anything. Let them know about it. Let them take any level they want. As just a shopper, a business builder, an advertiser. It's up to them. We have it all. Vima has it all. Cool. We'll see y'all in a week. Okay. God bless everyone. Have a great night.
God bless you guys. Awesome.
Thank you, guys.